Welcome back, my darlings, my beautiful collective. So for today's Oracle Tarot combo, we're going to be using the Voice of the Souls Oracle deck. We're asking angels, ancestors, guides, beings of light, ascended masters for our highest good and purpose. May we receive good and clear guided messages. May the messages that we receive help us to reach our highest timeline, highest path forward, highest version of self. And of course, as always, we hope that these messages find you well. Let's also take a moment to remind you that tarot services are available via the link in my bio, should you feel called to explore the energy that you find in a collective read, such as one of these, or if you'd simply like to explore the energy that happens to be very specific and unique to your own set of circumstances. You can go ahead and click on the link in the bio. It will take you to my link tree. There you can access a list of tarot services and also methods of payment. Select that which suits you best, and we can explore those energies together. Also, there's a link in my bio that says Instagram. If you click on it, you have the option of continuing over to Instagram, or you can go to YouTube. I would greatly appreciate if you could help me grow my presence on both of those platforms by interacting with the content there. Likes, follows, shares. I greatly appreciate that. It not only helps me to establish that footprint on those platforms, but also it serves as a backup in case something should ever happen to TikTok. We will always have Paris, as the saying does go. That, and it also allows me to create better content for us all. Now, let's return our attention and focus to the Oracle now, where we join Spirit, and there we go. Hopefully get a few messages that Spirit is looking to pass on to us. Okay, anything else, Spirit? That's a lot. Okay, let's take those instead. Got you. Okay. So, interesting. Well, now, we have free message. That's number 39. We have message of love and a message of warning. This talks about karmic relationships, physical pain, children. By the way, the numbers were 39 for free message, 34 for message of love, 33 for message of warning, 24 for karmic relationship, 29 for physical pain, 14 for children, 27 for reunion, 9 for anger, 19 for forgiveness, and 32 for you. And also the number 12 for education. So, quite a few themes here. Anger, forgiveness, you, physical pain, karmic relationships, children, but reunion also on the table. Interesting. Especially at a time where union is very much a theme amongst the collective reads, right? But education, I feel like we're in the last stages of learning right before union happens. So we are supposed to be spending this time figuring out the last bits of our lessons prior to our divine counterparts coming in. Let's turn our attention and focus now over to Rain Shadow, where we can get some messages from Spirit about what our next moves should be or what things are looking like on the horizon. So this is Rain Shadow. Let's see where we go from here, right? Angels, ancestors, guides, beings of light, ascended masters, for our highest good and purpose, may we receive good and clear guided messages. May the messages we receive help us to reach our highest timeline, highest path forward, highest version of self. And of course, as always, we hope they serve us well, right? Okay. Almost there, I feel. Still a little bit left to go. Let's take those. feels about right. Okay. Well, got a lot to say, so let's see where we go from here. Amongst the ones that have popped face up, we have Six of Cups. Six of Cups talks about nostalgia or a past connection. We have King of Cups, masculine, possible water sign energy. This is going to be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. Could be a masculine that just has a lot of love or love for someone. Could be someone that is in their feelings. It could be someone who is compassionate, caring, emotionally available, we hope. In their more avoidant form, maybe emotionally unavailable or imbalanced. It's highlighting emotions for some reason, right? Seven of Wands. This is protecting themselves, and I feel like this is probably what the message is. I feel like there's a divine masculine that recognizes a past connection, but realizes that they don't want to get hurt. So I feel like that Seven of Wands is them protecting their heart. But the Fool says that they're looking to take a leap of faith. Interesting. Peacocks may be very important. There's a peacock feather here. The Emperor. Very interesting. So it looks like this is a moth. I was going to say a butterfly, but this is a moth. You can tell, I think, by the antennae here. I think it's a moth anyway. Yeah. But what's interesting is the eyes. So we had an eye on the peacock feather. We also have eyes here. I feel like, in a way, it's like all eyes are on the Emperor. There's also a castle, and there's an Ankh. So, interesting. Four of Cups. I feel like the castle and the Ankh are symbols of power, and that the Emperor is starting to step into their power. That was the leap of faith. I feel like by risking love, this is how they're doing that. This is how they're stepping into that power. The Four of Cups says that they have been contemplating about this for a while. Okay? This is something where they have options, but I don't feel like the options that they have are satisfying. Eight of Pentacles. I feel like now they're ready to put in the hard work. Interesting. Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups came out in today's 3-card reading. I feel the readings may be tied. Another eye. But also a bird. Typically, this would be like a dove. Emotion. The dove being a symbol, perhaps, of the Spirit, Holy Spirit. The eye, the all-seeing eye of the Almighty, right? The universe, always watching. So I feel like this divine masculine does want to put in the work here and does want a brand new start when it comes to love. The Hanged Man, interesting. And in this particular one, the Hanged Man is a rabbit. I feel like with the Hanged Man energy, this is someone that might be used to making moves or maybe moving quickly, but is now forced to pause, to take a rest. Interesting. The rabbit is suggestive of, spicy energy, friskiness, I guess. Perhaps this divine masculine has been free to, shall we say, dip his wand wherever he pleases, but I feel like Spirit has, at this point, put him in check. and is having him do some kind of introspection about that. Two of Swords. There's a decision that must be made, right? This is the energy of you can go one way or another, but a decision must be made. Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is a slow and steady process. It tells us to trust that all is well, because indeed it is. However, that knight is in no rush to get wherever he or she is going. The Empress. I feel like the reassurance, the trust the process is directed towards the Empress, who, in her divine feminine, typically wakes up and is already sitting in her position of power. And as she is the divine feminine, not only is she the Empress, but oftentimes her sacred form is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is in tune with the mystical, right? With spirit. The Empress also embodies all of the queens of the tarot, one of which is the Queen of Cups, who is highly intuitive. But she also has the sharp mind of the Queen of Swords, and the boldness of the Queen of Wands, and the delicacy and grace of the Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. I feel like there is an offer that is coming towards the Empress. The offer is one of passion. Again, the High Priestess coming out. I feel like, this is what I was saying, I feel like the Empress already knew that. She's tapped into that divine feminine, that sacred feminine energy, and already knows that this is coming her way. Three of Pentacles. There is going to be this call for collaboration, working together. Four of Swords. I feel like this comes after a period of rest, after a period of healing. Three of Wands. This is a bit of future energy, but this is also expansion and growth. Five of Swords. The growth is coming now. The expansion is coming now after a period where the divine masculine and the divine feminine may have been at odds with one another. A lot of fighting, a lot of disputes. But now with the Five of Swords, it's about laying down the sword, surrendering to allow for peace. Three of Cups and celebration. I feel like the hard days, the hard times that they have faced are over. And now, Knight of Cups, an olive branch, a peace offering, a cup of love is being offered instead. Four of Wands. Perhaps the Knight of Cups is actually a proposal, because we have the Four of Wands, a commitment, and also a wedding. The Tower. I feel like this is about to shake. There's about to be a lot of chaos energy, a lot of shake-up going on here. But Six of Wands. I feel like what that shake-up is, that Tower moment, it's about realization that this is what both parties actually want. And the Four of Wands also indicating ascension. I feel like this is going to be happening fast, but in a sense, it hasn't been fast enough. But who are we to argue with divine timing and spirit, right? I feel like with that Tower card as well, it's about, like I said, acceptance. It's about not resisting anymore. And that's where the victory comes in. Seven of Pentacles. This has been a long time coming. Has taken quite some time for investment and growth. And still, I believe the tale, or the cautionary tale, is to move forward with caution. Three of Swords. Understand that you both had a lot of pain that you had to get over. And Six of Swords, things are moving on to calmer waters. King of Pentacles, this is the energy of the divine masculine reaching a state of stability. He's probably been focused on finances all this time, but the King of Pentacles understands finances and business very well. But that's not the only thing that he understands. He understands that to be truly balanced, there has to be peace in his kingdom, in his home. And I feel like his home is missing the divine feminine touch, a divine counterpart. Five of Pentacles says that this has been a test of faith. And perhaps it has been a trial of finding self-worth and confidence for both parties. But Six of Pentacles, they have both done their part. Equal exchange of energy here. And now, since both of them are doing the work, the Sun card, they are being rewarded. They're being rewarded for their strength, their faith, their courage, because they made the decision with the Seven of Cups to seek clarity with the Page of Swords, to do the work and the research on what it took to restore balance with the Two of Pentacles here. And this has all been about reaching a state of alignment with temperance, finding true and lasting balance and harmony. I can tell you at the bottom of the deck, there has been a lot of worry with the Nine of Swords. I feel like we need to take one more card. Okay, two more cards. I feel like all of this is coming in, okay, because of two things. The last two cards are Ten of Swords. This is because both parties have learned to release. I feel like the divine feminine had to learn to let go of control. Control of how this union was going to come in. Control of the process. Control over everything. Except her own path. That she needed to take control over and continue moving without her partner at this time, because that was the path that she needed to walk alone, as did the masculine. The masculine also learned to release and let go of control, but his control was one of resistance, not allowing spirit to dictate the terms of his life. And I say he, keep in mind this is energy, not gender. But in surrendering, the divine masculine also learned balance. For the divine feminine, it's learning to give up the control to allow spirit to take control. And then for the divine masculine, it's also about giving up the resistance to allow spirit to control as well. It's for both to enter the state of harmony and flow. And that's what's happening here. Because the very last card we have, I promise, is the Chariot. It's about things progressing the way that they're supposed to in this love, in this relationship, in harmony. with spirit. And as my friend Kelly would say, who drives the chariot? The Emperor. So, it looks like the Emperor's on the move. Let's hope his next stop is his Divine Feminine, who he has kept waiting. That's all I have for you for today. Peace, love, and light to you. We greatly appreciate your being with us on this journey. And may your manifestations burn bigger and brighter than you can possibly imagine. May they come in much sooner. And we're sending you all the peace, love, and light that your soul can hold. Until next time.